The horrific flooding caused by Hurricane Harvey in southeast Texas has brought renewed attention to the federal agency that no one wants to think about until they need its assistance, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA. The mission of FEMA, which is a part of the Department of Homeland Security, is to respond to large-scale disasters by overseeing the recovery in both the physical and monetary realms and coordinate an efficient response amongst the various other government agencies involved in assisting the recovery. In practice, during a calamity like the Houston area floods, FEMA is involved in everything from search and rescue missions to providing temporary shelter, food, and medical care to providing financial assistance and infrastructure recovery during the massive rebuilding efforts that inevitably follow such intense destruction. So when FEMA Administrator Brock Long issues a statement like the one he made today on CBS's Face the Nation, people should pay attention. I need state representatives, state legislative officials and local elected officials to listen up. This is a call. It is a wake-up call for this country for local and state elected officials to give their governors and their emergency management directors, the full budgets that they need to be fully staffed, to design rainy day funds, to have your own standalone individual assistance and public assistance programs, Long declared. With costs associated with the Harvey recovery estimated at between $150 to $180 billion, that's the sort of prudent advice that effective government would seem to mandate as a simple no-brainer. There's only one problem. Both the budget plan put forth by the White House for the next year and the House Republican spending bill call for budget cuts for FEMA and other agencies involved in emergency response. Trump's plan calls for cuts of $667 million from FEMA's budget for state and local grants, and the House Republican plan calls for even more drastic cuts of about $876 million, or about half of the amount that Trump wants to fund the first phase of his border wall with Mexico. One of the programs that Trump wants to defund, the Pre-Disaster Mitigation Grant Program, is designed to fund efforts to avoid disasters, given the evidence that every dollar spent on preventing the potential effects of a natural or man-made calamity saves $4 in post-disaster spending. Another victim in Trump's budget proposal would be FEMA's National Flood Insurance Program, which would be completely eliminated if Trump gets his way. The program offers affordable flood insurance to those who can't get it from private insurers too risk-adverse to offer such coverage and is usually the only option to homeowners in flood-prone areas. So while FEMA Administrator Long calls for full funding for disaster preparedness, Trump and congressional Republicans are planning to talk the funds away from the very agencies that are now diligently responding to the worst catastrophe since Hurricane Katrina. Perhaps it is telling that the FEMA administrator is directing his entreaty to state and local officials, since he's essentially admitting that the federal government wants to wash their hands of the responsibility to assist in the response and recovery. Long knows that it is essential to have fully funded disaster relief and mitigation efforts, the type that were enacted under the Obama administration. But he knows that the Trump administration has already gone on record with their budget plan that basically says, "Not important. We don't need this. Let's build a wall instead." Let's hope that everyone who will be affected by this gigantic shift in priorities lets their elected officials know how they feel. Let's make this go viral. Share this on Facebook and Twitter and let us know what else you think. And don't forget to help support us by subscribing and joining us on Patreon by clicking on our Patreon link in the description box down below. Don't forget to check out our all-new website with much more content than on this YouTube channel. If you are seeking the best in facial and clear skin regimens and products along with skin age reversal and so much more from the makers of Proactive, including an opportunity to work from home and earn a residual income, please visit our partner. The link is in the description box below. Let the world know your thoughts on this story. Occupy Dems helped contribute to this report. Thanks for watching and goodbye from all of us here.